Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to week 5. This is a recorded Zoom meeting for descriptive and narrative writing class. And today, this week, the topic will be about describing someone based on the syllabus. Yep, how to describe someone. So, in order to describe someone, we need to have adjective. Here are some of the words that you may use to describe someone. When we talk about someone, we also need to think first what we want to describe about him or her. Is it about the personality? Is it about personality? If yes, we can use wise, steady, hardworking, quiet, mean, friendly, and so on and so forth. Okay. If it's about style, we can use comfortable, timeless, trendy, professional, and other stuff. If it's about nationality, we can use black, Caucasian, colored, dual heritage, full-blooded, multiracial, etc. If it's about physical appearance, we can use tail, short, skinny, slim, and others. If it's about characteristics or traits, we can use stubborn, loyal, brave, selfish, respectful, dan lain-lain sebagainya. Oke. Now let's talk about describing someone. What you can actually do to describe someone. So according to WikiHow, there's a very interesting tips that you may or may not apply if you want to really describe someone. You can actually observe strangers, ya. Bisa mengobservasi orang asing di tempat publik kayak di mall, di tempat kopi, atau di perpustakaan, atau dimanapun itu. Terus write down descriptions of them, mendeskripsikan mereka. What are they wearing? What color is their hair? How are they walking? Are they striding confidently or are they hunch over, furtive? Jadi bisa melihat orang dan coba ambil pena dan buku dan kemudian mendeskripsikan orang tersebut. You don't have to write an entire description while you're observing. Just jot down a few notes to give yourself ideas for later. Jadi tidak perlu tulis semuanya, cuma bisa bisa lakukan kayak contoh beberapa kata, keyword saja. Nanti sudah di rumah baru dikasih lebar lagi tulisannya mungkin. Pay attention to your family and friends. They all have habits and personality. Quirks that you've become accustomed to. Start jotting those down, as well as describing people you know well, get great practice. Jadi ini beberapa pro tips untuk belajar mendeskripsikan orang. Ini contoh telling dan ini contoh showing. Kita lihat sama-sama. Margaret had red hair and was very tall. She didn't like it and wished people wouldn't notice her. So she was buying her dye. The problem where is that this description gives everything away without evoking anything. It also doesn't vary it's a sentence. They both have a similar rhythms. Jadi ini contoh kalimat telling, bukan showing. Apa yang bisa kita dapat dari sini? Margaret punya rambut yang merah dan juga tinggi. Oke, dia tidak suka dan wish people wouldn't notice her. Dia harap orang-orang tuh tidak terlalu notice ke dia gitu. So she was buying hair dye. Jadi dia beli dye hair untuk kasih pirang rambut itu. Ini kemudian di bawah adalah contoh untuk sewing. Margaret towered over most people. She refused to wear high heels, and when she walked, she hunched her shoulders and ducked her head. A shock of flame red hair didn't help. Now she stared at the eye option on the shelf in front of her, biting her cuticle. Kita lihat di sini adalah contoh penulisan deskripsi seseorang, tapi dengan metode sewing. Margaret tower over most people. Dia lebih tinggi daripada kebanyakan orang. She refused to wear high heels. Dia menolak menggunakan high heels. When she walked, she hunched and her shoulder duck her head. Jadi dia kalau berjalan tuh agak-agak membungkuk. Dia tidak mau tahu tinggi itu ya. Her shock of flame red hair didn't help. Dia punya rambut yang juga mencolok. Now she stared at the dye option on the shelf in front of her, biting her cuticle. Sekarang dia sedang melihat pilihan-pilihan pewarna rambut yang ada di depannya. What happened here is that the reader feels Margaret discomfort with herself. Yang terjadi adalah kita sebagai pembaca bisa merasakan bagaimana tidak enaknya menjadi seorang Margaret dengan berbagai penjelasan ini, ya, daripada yang tadi. Oke, ini contoh yang lain juga. Suddenly, Frodo noticed that a strange-looking, weather-beaten man sitting in the shadow near the wall was also listening intently to the hobbit talk. He had a tall tankard in front of him and was smoking a long-stemmed pipe curiously curved. His legs were stretched out before him, showing high boots of supple leather that fitted him well. But he had seen much wear and were now caked with mud. A travel-stained cloak of heavy dark green cloth was drawn close about him. In spite of the heat of the room he wore a hood that overshadowed his face, but the gleam of his eyes could be seen as he watched the hobbits. Kalau ada yang sudah nonton Lord of the Rings, pasti paham ya. Ini Frodo adalah salah satu karakter di Lord of the Rings. Dia adalah The Hobbit. Itu kayak salah satu makhluk yang dia bentuknya pendek. Ya. Aragorn introduction gave clues that he is not what the befitting him. His clothing is well made, but it is worn. He smoked a curiously carved pipe, which speaks to his old origins. Tolkien shows him being interested in the hobbits, but being removed, casting onto doubt his intentions. Ini adalah contoh yang kita bisa lihat kalau di dalam novel ya. Ini penjelasan describing someone yang detail, terlalu detail bahkan. Jadi dari beberapa contoh-contoh tadi kita bisa belajar bagaimana cara mendeskripsikan orang. Dari yang paling sederhana menggunakan ini pilihan kata yang sesuai dengan apakah itu tentang personality, style, nationality, physical appearance atau karakteristik, dengan kemudian contoh mendeskripsikan seseorang dengan metode telling, mendeskripsikan seseorang dengan metode showing, dan contoh yang betul yang ada di novel. Ya, kalau novel memang agak panjang dan agak berbunga-bunga karena memang novel memang seharusnya seperti itu. Tapi ini hanya sebagai tambahan saja, sebagai gambaran bagaimana describing someone dari level basic, medium, into advanced level. Okay, that's all for now. Tugasnya sekarang adalah menulis 100 kata minimal di komentar sebagai refleksi. Ya. Terus komentar juga ke komentar teman gitu. Jadi satu komentar kamu dan satu lagi komen komentar teman. Oke. That's all. Thank you all for coming. I will see you next time.